It is going to be our boy Kachikan waiting to see if he could fight the Team Horde. It looks like it is going to be Rovas going up next. Rovas, my man, how are you going to do it? It's going to be a BM Hunter versus a Fury Warrior of the Bed Freezing Trap coming in pretty early on. Let's check out Team Kachikan really quick. We got Darryl, we got Hannah the One, Slapchin, Stormies. On Team Red, we're going to have La, we're going to have ourselves Luddy, we're going to have ourselves Ray and Yuki. You're calling him Yuki. UK. That's going to be Kachikan actually dropping down towards about half health. He's going to use the pet in order to get as much healing as possible. He's going to be stunned by the pet. Chickens out of it immediately. There's actually a lot of damage on our Rovers right now out of that pet. Actually got the pet fully frenzied up. Actually, the pet is dead. Haughty just took a big number. That's going to be Rovers popping in a turtle just to get the pet back up and running. That was insane. What's up, Def? Come on, man. Recent. Oh my god, dude. I miss those recents, dude. I miss those recents. Yo, what's up, Defco, my man? Can we get a hashtag Defco in chat? Show appreciation for the wonderful donation. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, my dude. I hope you've been all right. I'm gonna chat with you for a second after this duel. It's gonna be Freezing Trap reflected onto Rovas, actually, as Kachikan just continue to pummel damage into this Hunter, not letting him go anywhere at all, not letting him peel out. Big defense coming in for Rovas. Even does get a snag, explosive trap onto Cat. The Cat is gonna charge right into it. That's gonna be a snare. It's out in the open, and Kachikan did not get rooted by it. I guess Kachikan does get to clear up slows on his roots every time he does get a bloodthirst, so that root is just not going to do anything for him. Going to be a disengage for Rovas, and Kachikan is not going to let this man go anywhere. Not letting this Hunter run anywhere at all. Freezing Trap again! Reflected the madman! Actually, just completely countering Rovas, and that's going to be Matic onto Kachikan. Is that going to drop him down a peg? Because he doesn't have Reflect for the Matic. It's going to be stunned by the pet. Rovas, if he gets the big damage right now, could actually put a number into Cat. And Cat, again, going to get a leap, maybe even a charge to Rovas. He's going to have to Reflect every time for the Freezing Trap. He knows exactly what he's going to do. That's going to be Explosive Trap, and it's going to put him out for a second. But he's just going to get a charge off of that. It's going to be, going to get a Bloodthirst. Oh, going to get a, Bloodthirst off the pet. Actually, no longer rooted. Oh, no, he's still rooted. So that doesn't clear roots. So Rovas knows exactly how to do this. He's going to have enough health in order to deal with Kachikan. Going to be a Freezing Trap. They can Reflect on this one. That's going to be Rovas actually figuring out the game. And catches the camo. Kachikan needs to hurry up, make a play, find this Hunter before he gets a full re-heal. Kachikan is going to charge over to one of the eyes immediately. Where is Rovas? Where's he going to be? Does AoE him out. Rovas now knows exactly how to deal with Kachikan. If he wants to stop Kachikan from being able to attack him, but also stop him from healing, he knows exactly what to do. There's going to be big cooldowns on Rovas. Charge coming in for Kachikan. Reflect available. It's actually going to be stunned. He's going to subvert Kachikan's expectations. Does get a Blaze Storm in there trying to dodge any kind of traps. And Rovas, does he have enough? Does he have a Freezing Trap right there in front of him? Going to pull the pad back a little bit. And Kachikan going to get the fear, avoiding the trap as best as he can. Stun coming out. Rovas left with barely any health. And Kachikan looking like he really wants to eliminate him. Charge Trap is going to try to slow him down. Rovas does snag himself acceleration. Big charge heal for Kachikan coming in off of the pad. And Rovas does have a little bit of range. It's going to use the Warlock Port. It's going to get a knockback onto Cat. Could go for a little bit of a root right now. As Kachikan does want to get the big damage. Needs to pull the pet back so Kachikan can't heal off of it. Does have the pet out in the open. Kachikan is going to attack the pet. And against Rovas is just going to let his pet die down. Kachikan is going to turn around with a charge. Reflect available right now. Rovas can Freezing Trap him anytime he wants to. And Kachikan is going to try to pull the pet back behind the pillar. Not going to happen. Rovas has too good of a pet control right now. He's actually going to pull the pet back so he doesn't die. Gonna get the heal for the pet while keeping Kachikan out in the open. No line of sight available for this warrior. And Kachikan is just gonna turn the attention fully to the pet right now as best as he can. Freezing Trap, he knows it's there. He doesn't really know exactly where it's at. Trying to make sure he is very, very careful with his mobility. Gonna walk right past the Freezing Trap. That's going to be Rovas once he sees that he just can't get on Cat. And Cat maintaining his health this whole time through thick and thin, maintaining it. Cooldowns coming out for neither one, actually. I was thinking Kachikan went for big cooldowns. Every time Kachikan just goes on fire, I feel like it's a cooldown, man. You know what I mean? He's a big old engine, dude. Big old well-oiled machine. That's going to be root onto Kachikan. It's going to Blaze Storm out of it, cancel it immediately so he can get the big damage to the Rovas. Rovas finally getting out some big numbers on the Cat. Reflect available for Cat. Rovas could try to eliminate him. Matic onto Kachikan. I think he was able to burn through it very quickly. And Rovas just going to continue backpedaling as best as they can. Kachikan getting another charge. Big heal coming out. Has a Freezing Trap available. Kachikan is just going to use the safety of the pet and heal off of the pet as much as he can, while Rovas is going to try to see if he can kite him to it. Does leap right over the trap, and Rovas again still trying to kite him. Decide, you know what, I can't get the trap. I'm just going to get the line inside. The pet does go down. Used to resummon the pet. Kachika is just playing the full mind game with this guy, not letting Rovas go anywhere, but Rovas is not willing to give it up to Cat at all. Exhilaration coming out again, gonna have a trinket soon. Kachika has a trinket, no defensive anymore, so if Rovas can somehow get all these cooldowns and snag Cat, it'll be a perfect opportunity. Does get a turtle shell in there. Kachika does burn now that reflect a little bit early. Does Rovas have the plan? Freezing trap available. Kachika is gonna run into it. Oh, just avoids it narrowly. He remembers exactly where those traps are. He watches Rovas very carefully. No camo available for this hunter. Either does get a root, and Kachika, as soon as he sees that root, is going to Blaze Storm out of a charge onto Rovas. Get on the slows immediately. Rovas, last line of defense as Kachika trickets out of that stun. Last bastion of his glory is Rovas going to be able to turn this around. Does get a pet heal rolling. There's going to be a full set of crows onto Cat. Big damage coming in for Rovas. Has a lot of resources generated as well. Kachika is going to eat a freezing trap right now, so Rovas is going to be able to get away from him for a second. Into a charge trap. Is Rovas going to try to go for that camo to try to get a re? Not going to happen. Big leap for Kachika. Going to have to slow him down. Charges to the pet since he can't reach Rovas. Disengage to follow. And Kachika is going to have to hit the pet or the hunter every time he gets a chance. He's just turning around every time. Big leap. Charge coming in off the trap. And that's going to be tricking for Rovas off the wards up. And down it goes. Rovas is literally dead meat as Kachika cooks him up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Big haunch of meat. Next up is going to be UK. Trying to see if he can lock down Kachika with a big old stun. Try to see if we get the big damage in there. Stun coming out to Kachika right afterwards. Kachika still trucking along. This is going to be a much harder class to duel against. It's going to be a Demon Hunter. Demon Hunters simply have a much better setup for Fury Warriors. All the damage, all the abilities, the hit and run playstyle for Fury is a little bit too much. That's going to be a massive metamorphosis to follow on top of. Kachika is going to snag us some massive heals off that. That's going to be UK just going to go up in the air. Can't quite reach Kachika. He actually can't reach him as Kachika is just going to run to the other side. He did have to use his Enraged Regeneration, so he's going to be behind. But the first aid might keep him afloat for a second. UK, how are you going to do this, my man? How are you going to do this, my guy? Are you going to be able to do anything here? Trying to see if you can get a stun to Kachika to follow. Is that going to be the big damage, though? Kachika is going to bail out of that situation for just a second. I want to see if I can experiment with this type of camera view. Darkness coming down. UK is going to get an I-beam, but that's going to be interrupted by Kachika immediately. Kachika trying to get the charge in there off of UK. Is he going to be able to snag it? Actually, not the best of a camera view, honestly. We're going to go back to the Kachika now. Boy, follow him down. UK, you got to make a play, man. You have to make a play right now. Kachika is low in health. Is going to have a chicken available. UK is going to disengage for a second. Is he going to go for some resources? No metamorphosis available. Is going to land a long range stun to Kachika. Is going to charge off of that, snagging himself a heal. Second stun on a Kachika. I-beam does get out of it with a pummel right afterwards. And Kachika used to tear through UK. And still a lot of health. Is getting some of it going. But UK just has so much leech. Every time he does damage to Cat, there's just so much leech. Gets that charge in a War Stomp to hold him in place for a second. The Kachika is actually going to play defensive with a War Stomp. Going to be a full fly up for our boy UK. But first aid coming in from Cat as he does get the line of sight from UK. And the Demon Hunter is fast approaching right afterwards. Kachika does snag himself a small heal. Stun again. Full wombo combo coming in from the Demon Hunter right now with the Blade Dance to follow. Fear for Cat. I'm afraid for Cat too. UK is afraid of Cat. I'm afraid for Cat. Oh, imprisoned. Berserker's Rage out of it. Trying to get the slows in there onto UKL. Charge, heal, run by, get a rampage, get away. It's going to be a blur up for UK. Kachika's getting the cooldowns little by little. Big heal coming in for Kachika very soon. Is he going to be able to live it long enough? I-beam does take out, oh boy, the legendary Kachika. And down goes the hero of the Horde. UK is going to be up next versus Hannah the One. We just saw how good a Beastmaster plays, and that's going to be a second Beastmaster Hunter. Try to see if he can get a root onto UK. Does snag it, but does get stunned up very, very close to the Hunter. And UK is going to have to deal with the Dire Basilisk, with the pet, and with the Hunter himself. That's actually a lot of things to deal with. Hannah is actually going to try to see if maybe he can kite UK back into the Dire Basilisk. It looks like that's exactly what he's doing. Right on top of the Basilisk, let the Basilisk get a couple chomps. It looks like he's actually able to hit through the wall, and he does actually chomp through the wall. The Basilisk is just so strong. The jaws are so long, the snout is so far reaching. It actually was able to get a big hill, big bite. I mean, Ray's up next versus Hannah as the shot up is getting those dots on the pet and getting those dots on the Hunter as well. If anything, Ray's going to be able to get a lot of resources. Fears out the pet at a distance. And it's going to maybe be able to get some CC chain on Hannah. Hannah still has a trinket though. Lots of defenses still available. Ray does get a stun, forcing a trinket out of Hannah. Not going to be able to get that fear, but it's going to go for the Void Eruption. That's going to be Hannah popping in a turtle early. As Mindbender does join the fight, Ray's going to be able to get a lot of resources from the pet, stacking up the Void Eruption, stacking up the Void Form. It's going to be Rude. That's actually going to be Hannah actually staying out in the open, getting silenced out so he can't get a freezing trap onto Ray. That silence actually stops Hannah from being able to use traps, so that's going to be to the advantage of the Shadow Priest. So surprise, surprise, silence of the Hunter does something. It's going to be Vampiric. Oh, dots actually kill Hannah's pet. Ray is actually able to obliterate the pet. Let the dot damage do it. Stun coming on to Ray. Gonna trick it out of it. Hannah not really looking all that healthy. Shadow Mancer coming out through it. Greater Fate does interrupt it at the very last second. That's going to be stunned. Hannah's out in the open. Safety trick coming up. Ray's going to re-dot him. Needs to break that shield out. It's going to be small heal coming in for Hannah from the pet. Ray needs to make sure the pet is also dotted up, as that pet is always going to be hitting him the whole time. Shadow Mending while they got it. This is going to be a root in place for just a second. Ray is going to be able to fear the pet out for a second. Does Hannah still have dots? Looks like Hannah actually was able to clear the dots off. If the pet does die, you can somehow get the dots off the pet. He could go for a full camo. Ray is not going to allow for it though. Going to continue assaulting him. Freezing trap though. Steps right on top of it. Does he redot Hannah though? I think he does. That's a weird advantage that Shadow Priest has against a Beastmaster Hunter. The weirdest advantage I've ever seen. Is going to try to get dots rolling. Stun coming out with a Mindbender. Ray's looking to close out this fight. Gonna go for a big Void Eruption. Hannah has nothing in their toolkit to live through this. Does land a stun and disperse coming in for Ray while 40% dampening is hitting. Does get the silence execute onto Hannah the one. And up next is going to be, I think, nope. Not going to be either one of those guys. It's going to be Stormy's up next as a Red Paladin. Trying to see if he can make a play versus Ray right now. Ray just played, I guess, a Beastmaster Hunter. Can he deal with a Red Paladin? Though Hodge coming in. Going to be fear immediately. The Stormy's going to trinket this. Actually going to let the dots get rolling. Ray's going to be able to at least get an opportunity to deal with the Red Paladin. Hand of Freedom coming out. Not going to get slowed out. Ray's going to go for that Void Eruption. Silence coming in onto Stormy's. Not going to be able to get any kind of healing. Maledict onto Ray is going to get a Greater Fate in there. Bubble coming in for Stormy's though. And it's going to pop wings. Trying to see if he can just go to one shot at one off. Ray in a big old damage burst wombo combo. Trick gets out of that stun. Ray's gonna try to get that Void Vampiric touch in there. Does land a Vampiric touch. Is gonna get a Mind Blast in there, but Stormy just has so much health, and Ray just cannot deal with the holy wings of a Red Paladin. Nothing you can do about it. Next up is gonna be La. Try to see if he can just avenge Ray real quick. Can he get in there, get the dots, take Stormy's out? Is he gonna get him full reset? Let him full reset? I think he's gonna just let him get a full reset. Hodge does, Judgment does come down. That's where Lai's going to make the approach, swinging around the left side. And it's going to get the stun in there, getting the dot set up. It's going to go for the Greater Fate a little bit early. That's going to be Shield of Vengeance out for Stormy's right now. He's actually not going to take any damage from the dots for quite a bit. Trying to fear out Stormy's. Shield of Vengeance dots pop away from La. I'm going to call La Ray a couple times. I know, I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen. Wings coming in for Stormy's right now, getting that middle on Wings. That's actually going to be enough damage to force defenses out of La, as their health is just not really looking all that good. Can they get enough damage? Can they hang in on a rope enough to get that Execute onto Stormy's? Stormy's just teetering on the edge of just dying, and the Execute does come out. La does snipe him out. And next up is going to be Slapcho. Up next is a Windwalker versus La. Does get a leg sweep, touches at the fall. La might just have to disperse this. I don't really know how you're going to be able to get out of this. Does get a fear or stun. Touch of Death is going to hit you so hard. No! Whoa! He Greater Fated that Touch of Death. He Greater Fated that Touch of Death just now. That was probably the best move ever. He just kept calm, cool, and collected. Is going to get the dot onto Slapcho. Might have to disperse this as the is getting low. There it goes, the disperse. 53% dampening. A Slapcho does have dots on him. So La, I don't really know what you can do from here unless you got more CC. Does land a fear onto Slapcho with a Mindbender doing quite a bit of damage. Does get a redot, but I don't think you have any cooldowns though. That's gonna be, oh, Slapcho's actually gonna reverse the dots onto La. Does dispel himself, and La with a Maledict can't heal. Down you go. Down you go. I feel like unless you can get like a mind control and run him away and get him CC'd, there's nothing you can really do in that situation. As a Shadow Priest versus a Monkus. Next up and last man standing is going to be Luddy at 57% dampening versus Slapcho and Darrell. That's two melees that he needs to separate his cooldowns for, or could just try to all in Slapcho. What kind of warrior do we have as Darrell? That's going to be Fury Warrior, big old Maga Orc, ready and set. He just wants to get in there, man. He's waiting for his turn. But first, it's going to be Slapshot. Does land the incap onto Luddy. Going to be able to get the opener. Stunning the pet and Luddy. He's going to open up with a Fist of Fury. But look at how much little damage it does to Luddy. He's just a mean power tower machine. Mean old orc. He's going to get his trinket to CC him for a second. How did that just happen? That's line of sight. If I ever seen it. That's going to be a line of sight. CC by the pet. That's Slapshot using his defenses to bail out of that situation. But pouring out there a little bit early, huh? A little bit early than usual. Luddy's just gonna force him out in the open, man. 61% dampening, ain't healing. Oh my god, what is that damage on a Luddy? It looks like an Azurite. Yeah, it looks like an Azurite droplets are just doing so much to Slapshot just for free. Literally free damage. That's gonna be silence onto Luddy for the time being. And Luddy's gonna slag Casbolt at Slapshot into a horror effect. Does he land a Casbolt before the Karma comes out? No, Slapshot actually landed. Oh, the pet CC comes in. Could that be the big damage? Karma comes out at the very end. And Luddy's just gonna waddle out of them and literally walking around the arena. Is he even moving? Is he still on passive walk speed? I don't think he was even slowed. I think he's just walking just for the sake of walking. Silence for the trinket. He's actually CCing himself, Slapshot. Luddy's trinket is actually helping you out and it's going to get hit with a Casbolt out of that. No! Trinket's out of the fear at the very end. Didn't even want to give him a chance for the Casbolt. Even though it looked like the pathing was pretty good. Luddy trying to find an angle. He's still walking this. He's still literally just walking. He's not slowed. He's just walking. He's going to make this a slow, painful death for Slapshot. Rooting him out in the open into a fear. Is going to get the defensive a little bit early. Is that going to be enough to save him from the Casbolt? Does actually soak up a lot of damage. Good damage reduction ability. But that is going to be on him. The succubus is going to be there whipping Slapshot around. Going to get the images for the horror effect to follow. Does he get the Massive Casbolt again? It looks like he does. Massive Casbolt just obliterates him. Darl is up next, gonna get a massive charge in Luddy. Does land the stun. Welcoming out Darl. Are you gonna be able to do anything to this master of the chaos? Immolate hasn't even come out. And there he goes. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. As Luddy pulls up even more of his demon friends. And that fear is gonna get busted out by Darl pretty early. Mad follow. Luddy taking quite a bit of damage actually. No more wall available. So Darl, all he needs to do is just tunnel the damage. Does interrupt the Casbolt for Luddy. That's going to be a big kill coming in for Darl. The Pet CC comes in into a stun. Casbolt to follow. It's going to be massive Casbolt, but it has even Rage Regeneration on him. Blaze storming past that fear. Casbolt still loaded up for Darl. Good Luddy turns this around. Does interrupt him in the fear, but Casbolt might end him. And then Casbolt does end him at the end. Should have waited for that Casbolt interrupt. But then with that fear, he didn't have nothing for it. No circus range. Nothing available for that one. Goddamn, dude. Destruction. They're going to get nerfed one day, I swear. Mr. Warlock's still looking for a fatty nerf sometime soon. Hopefully not too bad, but Jesus, they're just so good right now. They're just way too good. Oh my god.